Well, I think we are going to start. Well, dear friends, dear lady friends, dear creative women, welcome to our celebration, online celebration of the International Women's Day, which we decided to celebrate today, only a couple of days after the actual event. It's really, really fantastic to see so many of you and joining more and more. I can see already more and more ladies joining. It's really, really fantastic that our family of creative women growing all the time and becoming more and more international. Later this month, we are going to announce many more representatives and directors of creative women all around the world, with few who already been confirmed will be announced and introduced to you today. We are also announcing our membership scheme and many more fantastic, exciting events which are going to happen very, very soon. We try to create values. We try to be very creative. And most of you already know who we are and what we represent. And of course, we always very, very pleased to welcome new members and tell about what we do, how we can develop together, how we can grow together, and how we can help each other. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce my long-time term partner, who finally became my official partner in Creative Women, Dr. Diola Edward, who is going to say a few words, and then we move straight to our first speaker. And don't forget, we have exciting entertainment during our celebration today as well. Diola, please.
Yes,
Can you say a few words?
yes. Bienvenidos, ahla sahla. Welcome you all. It is my pleasure to celebrate us women again. I have a wonderful woman in my life who was a mother and a father. And in every day, every moment, she accompanied me, and she's the responsible of who I become. And I have another woman in my life who's my sister, Layla, my only sister, that also continue the work that our mother started together. So I grew up in a team of 3 women together, making it everything possible. So I think women can do everything. And this is why we are here today, to celebrate us and to also honor, it was all our heart, the men of our life. But today it's the women. And here there is many of the women I look up to, many of the women that have inspired me. And we will be mentioning them one after one, many of my sisters around the world. Thank you, Olga, for this platform that you have created 5 years ago. And it's expanded to so many places in the world. And today also we have some of the director that will be representing us in different countries. Welcome, and let's start the show.
Thank you very, very much. So we're going to move to our first speaker. We're delighted to welcome Baroness Anne Jenkin, who is a lady of many talents and achievements, and she's the founder of Women to Win. And please unmute your microphone, and we would love to hear something from you.
Well, great. Thank you so much. It's a great honor for me to be able to join you this evening. And Olga's asked me to do this event, I think, previously. But of course, before we had this wonderful opportunity of speaking to each other across the world, it was always a little more challenging. So it's a great honor to celebrate with you, or to at least kick off your celebration this evening for International Women's Day, which for those of us in Parliament has been quite a busy week, and always is. And I've got the International Women's Day debate in the House of Lords tomorrow to look forward to. And indeed, I made my maiden speech, which is when I first joined the House of Lords 10 years ago tomorrow in that same debate. So it's always rather a sort of emotional moment for me. So I'd like to first of all congratulate Olga and the team for setting up Creative Women and for the achievements they've had so far, which is clearly fantastic, and good to hear so many of you on the call today. Now, my sector, of course, is very different. I come from the political world, and my main objective is to try and get more women to step up and take a role and start a journey into politics. Now, I don't think that's going to be relevant to many of you, but you never know, because it's a very good second career. So if any of you are even tempted, whatever country you're in, whatever background you come from, please, I mean, my message to you, whether it's about creative women or women in politics, is to start that journey. Don't leave it to other people. When I founded Women to Win with Theresa May 15 years ago, I realized that I had to do something, because I was all the time looking over my shoulder and saying, when will somebody do something about the women? And eventually I looked in the mirror, I looked at myself and I thought, yes, I have to do this. I have to step up and take this this burden, if you like, this challenge, this cause forwards. So that's my first bit of advice, is to, you know, step up. And my second bit of, I suppose, advice, if that's the right word, is to ask people for advice. In my experience, as you move on your journey through life and through business, people are, older people, more experienced people, are always willing to give advice. They're flattered to be asked. So I encourage you to do so. If you're not sure what, you've got a problem, you're not sure what to do next, you're not sure where your journey is taking you, ask somebody you admire. They will always say yes. And I suppose the other thing is, you know, every sector has its challenges. And obviously we've had a lot of challenges, particularly in the creative industries in the last year. But mutual support, I think, is very, very important. And that can come, of course, come from men, because you know, men still run the world. We still live in a patriarchy. And I think it's very important for us all to get support from men, as well as mutual support from each other. I think we all know that our women friends are some of the most important things in our lives. So I congratulate you all. I celebrate with you today. I thank Olga for this invitation to join you. And I wish you the very best for a fantastic evening ahead. I'm sorry I can't stay with you, but I shall watch for a bit and hope that you have a great evening ahead of you. So thank you, Olga, for the invitation, and good luck and happy International Women's Day. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for such an inspirational, powerful speech, Diola. We, all our team, very, very grateful to you. It is my great pleasure to introduce a very special and dedicated member of our platform, our beautiful Baria Alamuddin. Baria, we would like you to unmute your microphone.
Thank you.
I think most of you know that this special, amazing, beautiful lady is a well-known journalist and broadcaster and lady of many talents as well. And she's been so supportive for creative women. Baria, please say a few words to us on this special celebration.
Thank you so much, Olga, for your lovely words and welcoming words. Thank you, Viola. I'm so glad now you're officially a co-chair of this fantastic creative woman, and happy Eid to all of you. Enjoy this festivity. I'm somebody who joins all the festivities of all the religions around the world. So one more is just wonderful to have. However, I really, in my guts and in my heart, I want to reach a day where we don't need to celebrate anything away from our fellow human beings, the men. I want us to be on equal footing. And the only way we can do this, ladies, is when we believe we can, when we believe we are. It's a matter of confidence. It's a matter of build up. I personally feel that I'm there. I have two lovely daughters that I work quite hard on, and I think they have very much reached very high, many heights. There is a lot more, of course, not only for me, and for them, and for all of us. Yes, we live in this world where men are unfortunately the political leaders of the world, but slowly and surely we can do it. Do not forget, ladies, that we bear those men and we bring them up. And the minute we treat them the same, we give them equal responsibilities, equal opportunities. It is not a luxury for women these days to join the economic empowerment and to be part of the development of their countries and their nations. It is a must. Now with the pandemic, women are suffering most. I read some shocking statistics 2 days ago in The Guardian about women in the United Kingdom, how they, by far above 50%, do more of the cooking, more of the laundry, take care of the kids, educate the kids, etc. I'm again happy to say that in my life, with me, with my daughters, with my brother, with my stepsons, I see more equal roles for the men and the women in my family. And I see it also in my larger family with my sister and her family. It doesn't mean we have reached, it doesn't mean we are anywhere near reaching that. But the idea is not to fight. This is not a fight. This is a work in progress. We need to make those men in a very kind, loving, feminine way to make them understand. I am writing a book about Saudi women, and I've interviewed about 2,200, 300 women, including daughters of kings, very high up princesses. And many of them told me, my father used to talk to my mother about politics. Of course they would, but it's up to the woman to be somebody who can share in every decision in her life. When I got married, I remember my husband telling me, no, I don't want you to know about money and about business and about that. I don't want to burden you. Excuse me, you don't burden me. I'm part of it. I need to know. I'm part of every part of your life. I'm not just there to dress up and be beautiful and go out with you to dinner. I want to do that, but also I want to do everything else. So it's up to us. Let's define things. Let's have this full confidence in our abilities. And let's be creative. I really like the title, creative. We have to be creative every single minute. I don't want to talk too much. I know there are many other ladies that can talk. I'm very grateful again, Olga and Viola, for inviting me. I always enjoy being with you. And I wish you a very, very nice time. I'm visiting my brother in Bahrain currently, and unfortunately, with the difference of time, I had a pre-arranged dinner. So enjoy, and I will look at the video. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dearest Baria. Always lovely to have you with us.
Thank you, Baria.
Our next speaker, who is on the move and needs to be, Baria, lots of love, needs to move, and who is connecting to us right now from Delhi, is our dearest Dr. Kuljet Upal, who'd been just awarded, received another award, one of so many. And she's such an inspirational member of Creative Women. Kuljet, I can see you're here. Please unmute your microphone and come in, please. Kuljet.
Hi, Olga.
Fantastic. Welcome,
So
and we are ready to hear. Fantastic, congratulations. It's amazing. It's amazing. Another award, well deserved. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
If you could have your short speech, we are trying to ask everyone to be very, very brief because we have so many
Will do.
trying to join. Fantastic, please.
Yes, absolutely. So hello, everyone. And I'm Dr. Kuljeet Uppal from India. I'm the world's first image scientist. I think for all the newcomers who have joined the group of creative women, I'm just introducing myself. And I'm in the business of just making everybody feel a more incredible version of themselves. So I'm on this whole journey to impact the youth and women of the world. And that's what my journey is. And I'm very happy. Ever since I joined Creative Women, I have made so many more friends. Olga, with all of her vibration and her beautiful positive energy, and every single woman here is so amazing. So firstly, a very, very happy International Women's Day to everyone. I'm very happy to share, I've just got the National Pride Award a short while ago. In fact, I'm still at the venue. I haven't left as yet. Thank you very much. I see Laila there giving me a thumbs up. Thank you. And I want to convey my best to everyone here. I think all of us are rock stars. And I've said this earlier in Cyprus, that I think we're all women who are the true ambassadors of leadership with love. I stand by what I said even then. And I think being a part of Creative Women, and for the fact that Olga has actually been pumping in so much of energy, and of course the rest of the people also, we have gone beyond 30 countries, am I right? So I think this is a great journey as we're moving along, and I'm just hoping everybody just comes together as a great, beautiful team as we move along. So my best wishes to everyone, my greetings to everyone, and congratulations to everyone for whatever work you all are doing. I think all of us can say cheers to ourselves. Thank you so much. And it's an absolute delight. Thank you, Olga, for timing it so beautifully with me, because I know it's like I'm in the middle of the event and I was like, okay, we've actually timed it out so beautifully. Thanks to you, Olga. So
thanks not only to me, but to all of us, and of course, my partner, Viola. Thank you so much for joining. I will make one more introduction before I will pass Viola to make more introductions. So I would love to announce another very special, inspirational member of Creative Women, lady who is a multi-awarded film director, Martha Fiennes. I know Martha is here, and I would like to ask her to say a few words to us. Martha? Yes, Martha is definitely here. You know, it can happen that we. Okay, well, in this case, I can see, yes, Martha is, she was disconnected. I do apologize. Martha, are you here? Martha?
I'm here.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yes, Martha Fiennes, she's going to give her very short address, and we are so pleased you managed to join us.
I'm so sorry, my computer just weirdly shut down. I was panicking and I've just got it.
Anyway, welcome.
First of all, what an honor to be part of this. Thank you so much, Olga. Congratulations to you for bringing this together again to celebrate creative women, which I always realized from doing it, being part of it 2 or 3 years ago, was the creativity of all women and not just the creative industries. However, I would say, yes, I'm part of the creative industries. It's certainly, as the Baroness was saying, it's very tough with lockdown because it's such an organic kind of industry. Things are moving organically. You need people's freedom to meet. Spontaneity is essential, as it is with creativity. So it's very, very tough. But anyway, I was trying to think of what I wanted to say to contribute that's aligned with this time and aligned with, I guess, my own work as a creative person. I'm a filmmaker. I work with film and art. I'm a writer-director. I work with digital film. I've directed anything from music videos to commercials to feature films. And I'm now currently working on a TV series of an extraordinary story. So I'm always pounding away at the keys and connecting with people. But I wanted to bring something up which I think is resonant with me and relevant to me as I work at this time in my life, which is that as an artist, you are always having to connect to a sort of, for want of a better expression, an intuitive part of yourself. You are reaching for ideas that some people even refer to downloads, that you are intuiting your way as you negotiate how to come up with an idea, how to give inspiration on set, an actress, an edit, music. It happens in a realm that is not the rational realm. And we are so often trained to believe that everything is rational. And I want to bring another dimension, which is not to forget that you have your own intuitive, internal sort of GPS guidance system. Well, why am I saying that? Well, I think we're presented with, so in the horror that and the difficulties that the world is facing and continues to face at this time, we're faced with this kind of overwhelming level of facts. And I believe there's a lot of coercion and inculcation and a degree of manipulation. And I know it's so hard to know the answers. So this is just about wanting to reinforce the thing that is so vital to me as a creative person, which I passionately believe in. And I follow people who are always trying to remind us to access this internal mechanism, which I believe we are all as souls incarnate, gifted with. But education will often erase that and not give you any credence in that, in the utilization of that tool. I'm not saying, of course, research. I love researching facts and comparing things, but my simple message is never to forget your intuitive guidance system. Try to learn to let it speak, because I think it is one of the most important and critical aspects of being human and being an achieved human being. That's my little speech.
Thank you so very much. Thank
so
you so
good.
much. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Well received, and as usual, creativity is one of the major key. Thank you for being with us today. And it is my pleasure to introduce now my dearest Farah Shamas. We meet here and there for years, and Farah, we can talk a lot about her, but what I can say here, she's a multi-potentialite. She does so many things, and today she has for us a little bit of a surprise. Let's go, Farah.
Ooh, wow. Hi, everyone. So, wow, you guys, you always blow me away, all of you. Martha, Rebecca, Baroness, Barrier, I'm seeing so many of you, Christina, oh my goodness, Xania, oh, I'm not going to read you all out, but I'm so happy to see you all. And I miss you, and I miss our creative women and actually meeting in person, and just having so much fun. So thank you guys, Olga and Viola, for organizing this, because it's just nice in lockdown to feel connected to people. And I completely resonate what everyone else before me just said, and especially Barrier, and that, yes, we're women, but we should just think of ourselves as the same, without limitations, and the same as men. But on the other hand, we are women, and it is nice sometimes to have our girly get-togethers. And so, yeah, it's really nice to be among you. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I am the Managing Director of Serenify Resort and Marina here in Cyprus, in Limassol. So you know where, when lockdown ends, and you want to get on a plane where you need to come, Limassol is beautiful, and our hotel is a lovely resort. So I'm waiting for all of you, and I'm very happy to extend my arms open and give you the best rates, and have you all with me. And I'm also the founder of a platform called Cook Vegan, which I started last year. So obviously I'm vegan, and I'm just trying to encourage healthier living, and just a cleaner, more sustainable world and better planet. And that's my bit of creativity that comes out, not so much on the business side. And we said with Olga, it'd be fun if I show you how to do something, but time is so small. So all I'm actually going to do, instead of showing you how to make it, I'll just show you a finished product in a nice glass here. So this is a banana peanut butter smoothie. So easy to make and absolutely so nutritious. My goodness, Rebecca, I don't know what you're downing, but that looks good too. So the recipe, actually, I've got a free ebook on www.cook-vegan.com, and it's in there. But basically, it's 2 ripe bananas, 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. I won't bore you too much. Some oats, some seeds, and some plant milk, and you just whiz that together, and you've got the most delicious, healthy smoothie that is a massive protein kick and will get you through any time of the day. So I've also just launched my first cookbook, which is all the profits are going to charity. So please do support that as well, everyone. I'll put the link in this chat. And I just wish you all the best. I'm going to just quickly say a little quote that I always laugh, because there's that expression, I know Martha will know it, and Rebecca in the UK, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. But I read a quote recently that is much nicer, more positive than that. And it said, there is no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise. And that is absolutely, I think, so true of all of you women here. And we are inspired all the time by Viola and Olga in this. So we are amazing. We're multitaskers. We have empathy. I know, yes, women, I've read the stats as well. It's horrific during lockdown how much women have had to go through being the homeschoolers and looking after the house and working, but we can do it, and we've done it, and it's just another achievement. So over and out. Thank you so much for having me, and I miss you all. Bye.
Thank you, Farah. Thank you, as usual, full of life and joy and color. Thank you. And from Moscow, we welcome our dear Anna Belova, a multi-awarded businesswoman, and she sits in the board of several companies. Thank you for having the time for us tonight, Anna.
Hi, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be with you this evening. And actually, it's a very special day. It's not only the day when we have a unique chance to say good words and support to each other, But today, 10th of March, all the stock exchange in the world starts the trading day with a ring bell ceremony, which is a special initiative which united together the women in business, in investment community, in politics, and just to promote the equality in all the aspects of our life. And here in Russia, I ring the bell with the ambassador of United Kingdom, Deborah Bronet, and with the members of the Russian parliament and with other very, very influential and great women on the Russian business community. And I think it's a very good initiative because last year, the COVID crisis has created an imperative for the company to reconfigure their operations and create a unique opportunity to transform them. And currently, all the world is thinking, how will look like the new normal? What kind of the transformation will be appropriate for this particular time? And we need to change everything, education, style of life. And we need to change even the business education. Currently, we move from Master of Business Administration, where we administrated the issue, to Master of Business Creativity. That's my strong position. And I think that all the companies, all the communities, all the extended communities should just put together the wisdom, the brain power of the women, just to help our society to share new values in responsible investment, in responsible sourcing, in climate change, in sustainable development. And that is why this year, last year, 2020, on our board, we launched a number of initiatives. And we did the IPO of our company Ozon, which placed in New York Stock Exchange on $7 billion. And we launched the plant with the producing of the Russian Sputnik vaccine. Currently, the Moscow is open because more than 1 million people are already vaccinated. And this is some creative approach to transform our reality. And that is why I believe that all together we can do a lot. Just help world to survive and to transform to new reality. And I, last year, December, finished my book exactly devoted to the transformation and emotional intellect, which will support the transformation process because it's not the management issue. It's a social issue, it's a psychological issue in changing the mental paradigm. And I think that we can do it together. So my best wishes to all the creative women community.
Dear Anna, I'm with you. I was almost registrating the domain name of Master of Business Creativity, MBC. So all of those who want to join us, just leave a note in the chat. Thank you so much for so many great ideas and definitely with you in transformation, our emotional intellect is the way how we're going to be really emotionally efficient and how women we can use our emotion for daily life, for business, for politics, for everything. Thank you so much, Anna, for beautiful, beautiful sharing. And I want to call to the stage to my dear Zania Wong. I have to say that I envy some of her quality, and when I'm totally lost in the online and in all this technology world, I just invoke her. Welcome, Zania, multi-awarded lady of technology.
Thank you, Viola. It's so great to see you and everyone else again. Like others, I want to thank and congratulate Olga for organizing this amazing get-together again. I'm always extremely happy to see everyone's familiar faces and very honored to be part of it. I have to say that we all came out of this pandemic a lot stronger, and the future is a lot brighter. And this wasn't done individually; it's done together, and oftentimes by women. I still remember last year when Olga organized the first virtual conference, it really helped lift everybody up spiritually. So we can really witness the power of all of us women in supporting each other and providing opportunities for each other and also for future generation to come. So keep up with this great work, Olga, and everyone else making this happen. So a bit about myself for those who don't know me. I'm normally based in Hong Kong, but I'm currently on location in Myanmar. It's a bit of a chaos right now, but I'm still managing well. I flew in about 3 weeks ago because we actually have some businesses on the ground and I need to take care of the business operations. Despite what's going on, it's a bit of a war zone a little bit. Creativity is very important. I run a technology business. We use artificial intelligence to do recruitment, focused on short-term work, but and also remote work. We've extended into financing for SMEs, particularly in payroll financing, and in cross-border payments as well. So in 2019, I went through the Hong Kong protest. 2020, everybody, myself and everybody went through the COVID, coming out of it, but it was an impactful year. And 2021, I'm now in Myanmar going through another political crisis. So I believe that it is important to have creativity all the time because it helps you think on your feet and pivot if you need to. This is a situation right now that we completely didn't expect. It happened on February 1st. And I arrived about 3 weeks ago. So we immediately needed to kind of change focus, talk to our customers and see what other problems we can help them solve. So we can keep the team going and to have the business, to sustain the business and hopefully to strive on this. So yeah, also having creative is great.
Thank you so much, Zania. Always is a pleasure to have you, your freshness and your beauty and all what you do for all of us. Olga?
Yes, I would like just to add very important thing about Ksenia, that she happily agreed to join the panel of Creative Women Ambassadors and to represent creative women in both Hong Kong and Myanmar. And we are very excited about doing much more very soon with you, Ksenia. Thank you. And now we are coming to the first short act of entertainment. As you know, I'm involved with lots of entertainment, and usually it's long, and we produce long programs. But of course, in these circumstances, we are so limited. But it's such a pleasure, and hopefully everything works. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce male artist, international ballet star Giuseppe Piccone, with whom I had the pleasure of working for many, many years. And Giuseppe kindly in Italy, which is closing down in many places, sadly again, because of the pandemic, he kindly managed to get into the studio to do this improvised dance, especially for us ladies and for our celebration. Giuseppe, please, can we see you? Can we hear you? I can see you're there, but yes, fantastic, Giuseppe. And you mentioned that you have some issues with the sound because we don't hear you. Okay. So ideally, we would like to hear you as well and some music. The unmute, you should be able to unmute your microphone if it's your phone, I believe. Yes, it should be just at the bottom of your screen. Giuseppe? So we can hear you, and always a pleasure to see you, but we don't hear you. We don't hear you. No, we don't hear you. We don't hear. So there's some issue with the sound. Okay, what about if we are going just to watch you without music? Shall we try to do this? That was not the idea. Unless Diola, darling, if you can mute your microphone. Your microphone is not muted. Yeah. So Giuseppe. So.
Shall we introduce some more of our dear friends? While Giuseppe picks?
Especially so many in a rush, waiting from so many countries. Giuseppe, no, we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you still, but we can see you, and you have to position the microphone a little bit further away so we can see your body, because at the moment we can see you only your face. Yes, please try more. Yes, you raised hand, yes, but we don't have the sound from you yet. I know you've done it before, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yes, yes. Usually the microphone sits at the bottom of your phone. Giuseppe, maybe we could have another speaker, and maybe you can try to find the microphone which you can. Oh, fantastic! You did it. Oh, fantastic! Grazie. Fantastic. So Giuseppe Piccone, he's doing improvisation for us, and try to move as far as possible so we could see more of you.
Okay. Just give me a second, okay?
Fantastic, bravo.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
I'm the only one who can probably do this, but I'm sure everyone present, Giuseppe, applauses you. Thank you so much. As always, so gracious and so beautiful. So this is what we try to do these days online. Thank you. Lots of love and gratitude. And we are going to see you very soon. Thank you. Thank you. Well, now we are moving to our next speaker, Councillor Seema Kumar, who has to join another governmental Zoom meeting very shortly. That's why, Seema, we would like to welcome you. She's a female pioneer and has a lot to say. Seema, welcome, please.
Thank you very much indeed. I will not take up more time. I think it's celebration of all women, and you know, my best wishes go to all the incredible women that I've listened to, and all of you here. Just, you know, what I say is shine on, not just today but every day. And a little bit about myself is, as a person born in Kenya, I came to England over 40 years ago, and happily married with 3 beautiful sons and a lovely daughter. But none of that stopped me from reaching my goals because of the support. So that is quite important as well, by having the right people around you. And even if it's not, it's a challenge that we women can take. And I've gone from everything to be an elected representative in 2006 to into the mayoralty. And despite everything that has carried on in my life, I have been continuing with my charity work, helping young girls in their education, helping children in poverty, disability, in equipment, and I've chaired like probably a dozen charities. So I'm very committed to young people, their education, and also to the elderly and their quality of life and well-being. So, you know, just challenge yourselves, and I know we can do it. We're really, you know, women are great. They're capable of a lot. But on another opportunity, I will be able to hopefully, if I have the opportunity, I'll be able to tell you a lot more interesting stuff. But for now, I want to give you my really best wishes. And Olga, you know, I mean, you are a creative person in yourself. You look creative, you are creative, okay? I was chairman of the Ladies Creative Center for a couple of years here in my borough, and I could see, you know, I mean, I was inspired by everything that we women can do. And I wish you the best in your continued work in promoting art, culture, music, and of course, women of the world. So good evening to everybody. Good morning to all the others. And what a wonderful, wonderful organization. Good luck and all the best.
Thank you very, very much for your beautiful words, Seema, and thank you very much for joining. And we'll see more of you at Creative Women events soon. Thank you.
Thank
you. So we are going to introduce now our next speaker from Panama, another wonderful, beautiful, dedicated member of Creative Women, Irena Delgado. Anna, where are you?
Bienvenida, Ana.
Use your microphone. Yes, Anna is a lady, again, another lady of many talents, but she's a politician and she's a member of the Senate in Panama, and she's a lawyer as well. Anna, we can see you, but you have to unmute your microphone because we cannot hear you. You have to unmute your microphone. Usually it's at the bottom of your screen, at the bottom, right at the bottom. Maybe someone can help you to do this. Yes, unmute your microphone. Maybe someone can just do it for you, and then we could. So I can see Anna is trying to get some assistance. Right. Is it so? Rebecca, dearest, I think you can maybe say something.
Ana,
Rebecca.
Ana, yo creo que tienes que poner el volumen. ¿Dónde estás?
Es que todavía está apagado el micrófono.
La llamo por teléfono, entonces. I'm gonna call her.
Wonderful. Maybe we're going to announce another speaker.
Yeah, let's announce somebody else. Yes, and then.
Very good. And by the way, fantastic to hear the Spanish language, which is becoming more and more prominent among our members. Fantastic, fantastic. Well, in the meantime, I would love to I see beautiful Chiara Chaplin, who came to Cyprus, was our speaker, and we really, really value her support for creative women. Chiara is beautiful. She's a model, she's a philanthropist, she's an entrepreneur and producer and model. So much. Chiara, please, you've already unmuted yourself.
Okay, yes, I have. Hi, everyone.
You from Switzerland. You're in Switzerland right now.
Yes, I'm in Switzerland and I'm in Geneva. So hello to you, Olga. It's been a while. I'm very happy to see you. We haven't been able to travel. And hello to everyone else. Congratulations on doing this. It's always great to bring very, creative and powerful women together. I think that when we, help one another, we can achieve so much. I always say that we can do anything that men can do, and we do it with makeup and heels on. So, I mean, who can get the job better done? It's women. Yes, no, it's great to be here and speak. I've been always very fighting for women empowerment. I've done some rallies in the desert, all women rallies, to prove that women can do the same thing that men can do. I have also been supporting this charity, the Desert Flower Foundation, which is to try and eradicate FGM. FGM is female genital mutilation, which I think is one of the most barbaric things that can be done against a woman, is to basically take away her sexuality, become a possession of the man. So even though we've come a long way, we still have some ways to go. But I think if we stick together, we can achieve a lot. So I'm happy to be here with all of you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us, for supporting us, and for your beautiful words. Lovely
Thank you.
To see you, and we want to see you live very, very soon.
Yes, hopefully soon.
Fantastic. How are you doing? How are you doing with in Panama?
Anna, she's in the National Assembly and she's in time restrictions. So I'm telling her now.
So can we try again? Otherwise, we have to
go on. Okay. Let's try again.
Yes, Anna.
Unless we can. Okay, let's maybe call somebody else and then we go back to Anna. Anna, ¿estás?
No.
Okay, I'll keep organizing with Anna on the phone. Let's introduce another of our friends, please.
I would love to introduce to you a very, very special lady who is new to Creative Women, but she's a really, truly special and beautiful person, Princess Katya Golitsyn. And Katya, can we see you? Can we hear you? Please, if you could unmute your microphone. And apart from being, of course, a true Russian princess, she's supporting many organizations and charities, and she's doing amazing work.
Well, thank you. I like the fact everyone's introducing themselves. I was going to introduce myself as I am a cleaner, a cook, a washer, a mother, a therapist, a teacher, a seamstress, and I'm an author, a sculptor, a historian, and a philanthropist, and probably a lot more. As we all, as women, are, we are all everything. I think we can do everything, and I think to everything we do, we can bring femininity and success in a soft, empathetic way. And I think that is something that we must never lose in society. So often we're having to compete against men, but I think our difference and our edge is that we are women and we have that feminine touch. And as so many of you said, already, we all know we have intuition, we have empathy, and I think that is very much what is needed. We've just had a year where I think love, understanding, compassion, and care have probably been the most important elements and facets of the human. So we are very, very strong this year and vitally important. So happy Women's Day to all of us, and continue. I think we're all going to come out of this pandemic in a completely new society where we really will have a stronger voice. So happy International Women's Day. Thank you, Olga.
Thank you so much, Katya. Lovely to see you. Thank you for your beautiful words. So we are going to introduce our next speaker, Amal from Palestine. Amal, I know you have to rush. Amal is she's a special person. Generally, she is very special to us. She's one of our most supportive partners with her beautiful publication. Amal, where are you?
Yes, hi, Olga. How great really to see you all, Olga, Viola. I can almost hug you from Palestine. And you're doing both beautiful work. It's so difficult already when it's, from far away. I know the stress. And I think you're doing beautiful. You're bringing beautiful speakers, and I can see already many, many friends. I'm trying to get it bigger. I want to see all of you. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. And this is our publication. And look, the cover of Women's Issue. Look, remind me of what our friend just said, that women have multiple heads, but here have multiple hands, like many of us. So I would like to, if you allow me to just have few thoughts, because the cover of our issue, this is in English, but our English, this is in Arabic, but our English magazine is this one, it's middleeast-business.com. Please visit our website, where I am the editor-in-chief of this magazine. I am as well the CEO of Ugarit Group, and I launched a platform just recently, we can say last year, in September. I called it Your Way to Entrepreneurship, where I inspire young men and women how to do their own businesses, and at the same time, give them some tips of my long experience as a businesswoman in the Middle East. As well, I launched another initiative called 1,000 Entrepreneurs, Men and Women. So I meet constantly new entrepreneurs and I promote them. We talk, we take a picture, and we will make a digital catalog for these 1,000 entrepreneurs, men and women. So it's a lot of work, working from far away with little funding, but I'm very, very happy and inspired by every single new entrepreneur, women and men I meet. So my thoughts were, as I said, the first one, I would like to see more men on board. We keep speaking among ourselves as women. And I see, Viola is getting this alone.
I'm knocking your door because we have other people coming. But yes, I personally can be listening to you. So if you can.
Yes, I will go fast. So this is seeing more men on board. And the other thing is talking about women in the hidden economy. The hidden economy where women work a lot at home, but it's not calculated. So we can, through Creative Women, if we can launch this, talk about the hidden economy that men do, as well, compare women, unemployed women with unemployed men. I've done a quick research and we have published it in Middle East Business Magazine, the Arabic and English version, how many hours and how many things we do. It's at least $3,000 day work until 4 o'clock each, without, being a businesswoman, without being any employee. So these are the thoughts I will leave for you.
Thank you.
Maybe
Thank you.
Next year, I hope we can meet, inshallah. And thank you very much. All the best from Palestine.
Thank you so much, Amal, for being with us. And Ana Irene managed to be with us now. She's in the National Assembly. Ana, bienvenida. ¿Estás lista para nosotros?
But she's not unmute, still not unmute.
She was unmute, but she gets mute again. So she has a few minutes
Fantastic.
Okay, bienvenida. Okay, here she is. We are waiting for you.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Olga. How are you doing? I'm sorry, but we are in the plenary here, and I just came out to be able to address you. First of all, I feel very honored to be here with all of you today. Thank you, Olga and Viola, for being such great hosts and such a great organizers. I feel really proud of being part of Creative Women. I think it's a great platform for us to communicate, especially in these challenging times. I will share you what we're doing now. So we're discussing at the plenary in the assembly a new bill that protects the local produce, the local agriculture. So I'm the only woman in a table full of men, and all of them from different parties. So it's pretty challenging. We've been doing here this for the last 2 months. And yeah, as I said, well, since I started my career, I think I'm used to be the minority in many groups. When I was at the embassy in London, it was a similar situation. Now here at the Panamanian Assembly. But as I said, I'm very happy to be here with you today celebrating women. We had a big celebration here in Panama on Monday. And we have representations of every ethnic group that is composed our country. So the indigenous communities, the campesinos, the Afro, Antillanos, and as I said, we're very diverse country, and women's at the assembly are a minority. So again, thank you for this wonderful invitation. And I look forward for our next meeting to be hopefully physical, because we're just getting tired of all this Zoom, and I'm sure you are all now. So thank you so much, Olga and Viola.
Gracias a ti, Ana Irene. Thank you.
Thank you.
Olga.
I will do next introduction. Because the lady who is going to speak next must be getting extremely tired, because it's extremely late in Beijing now. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you Grace Tang. Grace, please, can you unmute your microphone?
Yes, I'm here.
Fantastic, Grace.
Thank you, I'm here.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And you have such a difficult schedule, and it's already so late, and you're joining us. Creative Women platform, and please, now the platform is yours.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for inviting me again. And I recently retired at a ripe old age of 61 after working with PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, for 35 years. So I thought I'd take a break, but what I found out was much different. And I am currently on 4 boards, 4 business boards, company boards in 3 different exchanges in the world, and also 2 charity boards that I am on. And what I learned was to keep in time, the board needs diversity that for women, for minority, for underrepresented people. And so the boards are actively looking for other than men, I should put it, other than men. And at this time, I found out that there are laws that help the boards to push for this agenda, such in California. They have put into law that you have to have a diversity, 30% of diversity. I think that's a good direction. However, I do think in order to promote this diversity, we need to make sure that we have women that are experienced and qualified to serve on these boards. It's hard to find these people as old as me. So when I look at this situation, my thought was it is very important to train businesswomen or qualify women to be able to help these companies and to help the shareholders in various boards, be as charity or be as business board. So I think one of the things that we need to focus on is to make sure that we be good mentors in the early stage of the career woman or entrepreneur woman, and that was my inspiration for this year. And I think it's important that we start early, and so I want to share my thought on that. Thank you
very much, Grace. Thank you. We look forward to doing much more with you, and thank you for joining us today. And
thank you.
It would be fantastic if you could stay a bit longer, but of course we understand how late it is. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a night owl, so I'll stick around a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I would like to introduce our next speaker and dear friend and supporter, Baroness Frances de Souza, who is a politician and scientist, another unique, truly unique woman. Frances, I know you're here. Please unmute your microphone. And thank you so much for joining today and for all your support you give to Creative Women.
My dear Olga, and how lovely to see you. And, you know, I'm so proud to be amongst all you extremely distinguished and esteemed women, all doing amazing work around the world. Look, we've all had a tough time. It's been an incredibly difficult year. But what I think the lockdown and COVID has done has exposed some of the weaknesses in our societies and our groups. And we in the UK have got this sort of mantra. The government keeps saying, well, look, let's build back better. But what does that actually mean? What does build back better mean? Well, in this country, we have the most shocking and poignant condition whereby probably something like 4 million children in the UK are dependent on food banks because they are genuinely hungry and genuinely poor. Now that in the sort of 6th largest economy in the world is not acceptable. I just wanted to say to all of you out there is that we know that if we link hands together and we actually try to create a movement in our cultures which will not accept these kind of absences, these weaknesses in our societies, in our economies, that we can make a difference. So all I want to say to all of you out there is look at the weaknesses in your society, join hands with all the other women's groups, join hands across nations, join hands across oceans, and we can make a difference. And I really look forward to Creative Women becoming a worldwide movement which actually has an agenda to make change. Thank you so much for asking me, and forgive me for having to leave. Bye-bye.
Frances, thank you so much. All our love and appreciation. Thank you. Thank you. Well, now it's the time for our next short entertainment. I'm so happy to make an announcement of 2 very special ladies from Never the Bright rock band with most amazing Nikki Lamborn and Bean. We are really extremely lucky and privileged to have them with us. They're going to do one very special song. Hopefully technology will not let us down and everything will work. Bean, Nikki, can you put your microphone now on? We would love you to perform now for us and really look forward. So. Okay, well, yes, they're there, but okay. So maybe we are going to invite one more speaker and just to welcome them back in a moment. Sometimes, as you know, it can happen. Well, could in the meantime I make one more introduction to another princess of Yugoslavia. Katerina, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Fantastic, Katerina. You see, we have all these amazing ladies and another princess who is joining us. Katerina is new to the platform, but we really hope you're going to do many beautiful, creative things together. Thank you so much for joining our celebration. And if you could say a few words, it will be a pleasure to hear you.
Olga, thank you very much, and happy
International Creative Women's Day. And I must say, at least this time when we're meeting, it's on Zoom, and we didn't have to come to your wonderful function, and it was pouring with rain. Do you remember that? And we were ankle deep in water. So anyway, very, very quickly, what I do is I work with several different charities, and it's all to do with children. One of the charities is called BYSA, and it's also connected to something called Football for Peace. It's basically getting children off the streets from underprivileged areas, and so that the children can have a chance to learn how to move forward, because a lot of their parents are connected to gangs and are gang leaders and members. The other thing I do is it's educational, and I teach etiquette. I also work with the Butler School at Blenheim Palace, which is enormous fun, but of course, thanks to the COVID, nothing's happened. One of the charities with children is I go to schools in Sussex and I mentor the children, and I give them positive energy. I sort of encourage them to be optimistic. And quite a few of the children are from not privileged backgrounds, and they cannot do as much as we can. And we were there doing Dragon's Den and encouraging them to use their minds and how to use different platforms and to make them feel really clever, really good, really creative and active in what they're doing. At the same time, I have been working with a girlfriend of mine, and you know, or would have heard about this particular charity. It's called B2S, which is Business to Schools. And they are the ones who have collected and had donated several thousand computers for the children in schools who were unable to have computers, so they couldn't do their homework, they couldn't come onto Zoom meetings. And I also have been working with 2 or 3 other charities. One is called English Schools Orchestras, and every year they once a year have a charity, or not actually a charity concert, but they have a concert, and it's children in different schools around England where they learn how to do different grades of music, so they can't be involved with the charity unless they have grade 8 music. So that's just a little about me, and I also do introductions for business. So quite often people say, do you know of someone who can help me with this? Do you know someone who can help me with that? And someone's approached me just recently if I knew anyone who is able to buy certain diamonds. I'm trying to put them together, and I'm supposed to start art gallery March last year, and we're hoping we might actually be able to open this year. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining, and we look forward to doing much more with you in the future. So now we have our beautiful song ready, I believe.
Hello. Can
Hello,
you hear
Nikki, Dean, welcome, welcome. So lovely to see you. You look spectacular. Never the bride.
Thank you so much. So do you. Honored to be here. Honored to be here. Thank you so much for having us, Olga. You're such a wonderful, inspiring woman, and we're very proud to be part of this today. And it's lovely to meet your lovely friends, and they're all very inspiring. It sounds amazing. We're from a different ilk, pretty much, from a lot of you. We're the rock chicks of the family, shall we say? Spectrum. And we are women in a man's world. We've been rocking the world together for about 35 years, and we've played all over the world, and we've played with some of the biggest rock acts on the planet, and they're all men. And we've had to stand our ground and push to get where we go and do our thing. But basically, I'm not looking at the camera, am I? Sorry. But basically, we're still here and we're not going away. We call ourselves the Thelma and Louise of rock and roll. And we will take you over the edge. This is a song we wrote. We'd like to dedicate it to all the women watching and all the women in the world. This is a song called The Living Tree. me breathe, 'cause I'm drowning in your shadow. Let me leave. Respect me, do not follow me. Believe I can make my own tomorrow. Let me breathe. Does it make you feel good 'cause you own me? Does it take your puppet strings to hold me? How I ache as you're trying to control me. Let me breathe. Let me dance till my shoes cry. Let me laugh. Let me be. Let me dance. Let me choose my life. Let me climb the living tree. Picture this when you wake up in the morning and I kiss. Yes, sorry, ass goodbye. What will I miss? There's nothing I can think of as I leave. Let me dance till my shoes cry. Let me laugh. Let me be. Let me dance. Let me choose my life. Let me climb the living tree. That's the beat. Let me dance till my shoes cry. Let me laugh. Let me be. Let me dance. Let me dance. Let me dance. Let me choose my life. Let me climb the living tree. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, everyone is clapping, but you can't hear.
Thank you so much. May I just say, Olga, also,
just
I think
amazing.
Shirley Bassey recorded that song, and we're very proud that she did. We got it to her, and yeah, she recorded that. There's another woman of substance. Rock on, Olga, you rock.
Thank you so much. All love, on all appreciation, and we are going to let all our members know when your next concerts will be happening online, and then very, very soon live. And we are going to be always supporting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The talent sharing with us. Fantastic. Thank you again. Yes. And you switch
Olga
your microphone. Switch off your microphone.
Thank you for having us. Bye.
Bye. Lots of love.
Thank you so much. This is such a beautiful, deep, and heart-connected song. And it is my pleasure now to continue the presentation. And I want to introduce you a very special person, Noha Hefni, originally from Egypt. She's been living in Dubai for many years. She is the founder of People of Impact and social entrepreneur. And we have had the pleasure to count with her as our consultant, and she's going to be representing us in Dubai as our ambassador. Thank you, Noha, for being here with us.
Thank you so much, Viola.
Hello.
And thank you very much, Olga, for the invitation and for creating this beautiful platform. I mean, I feel energized for the rest of the week with this beautiful energy. And what I wanted to say as my message today is to focus on support and impact. So in terms of support as women, how we support each other, you know, are we mentoring enough people? Are we investing in other women? And not, you know, just support through words, but more through actions. So how can we do that? We need to plan for women. We need to put women at the forefront of all of our decisions in our businesses, in our institutions, if we're academia or in government. So integrating gender lens in everything that we plan for is very important. And secondly, buying from women. So a lot of the time we're looking for suppliers in our businesses, in the private sector, if we're working there, or public sector. Supply from women. There are amazing, talented women out there, entrepreneurs who are looking for support. And lastly, investing in women. So many women in our platform, I was so happy to hear about those who are supporting women in disadvantaged communities. So again, we all have a responsibility to use our creativity and to unleash it to ensure that we don't leave anyone behind in our creative journeys and serve communities with that creativity, with that innovation that is actually lacking in bigger sectors. So I wish you all a wonderful Women's Day, and no small impact is too small. Every single life that we can touch will make a tremendous difference. So I look forward to collaborating with everyone. And if anyone is in Dubai, I'd love to meet up. And it's my honor to be able to be an ambassador for this wonderful platform of powerful women. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Noha. Thank you, Noha. And thank you for the impact you do in many lives, and certainly in ours. I will introduce now my dearest friend, Australian Egyptian, Dr. Heidi Badawi. She has a very big bio, but if we can summarize it in just some words, she is the founder of Future STEAMpreneur, and she is an educational leader. Dr. Heidi Badawi will be our director in Australia. Welcome, Heidi.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so overwhelmed with the amount of energy and the vibe here. Thank you for having me, Olga, and thank you, Viola, for having me. And it's a great honor, actually, to represent you in Australia. Yes, Future STEAMpreneur. I've been building in my CV since the age of 10. And this is actually my life story. I wish to empower every woman and every girl from very early age to reach her potential and unleash the real talents inside her. So if I make it, actually everyone can make it. So I stand for science, technology, maths, and medicine education. And I think the COVID was a big test for us to revalue what actually we need in the world in terms of adopting more technology and praising our scientists and giving a great actually gesture for our doctors and the people who actually believe in science. So it's time to reshuffle the world. And we, guess what? We are the multitaskers. I was so happy that Katya actually reminded us all that we are the minister of cooking, the minister of cleaning, the minister of looking after the kids. And this is actually a quote from, thank you, Katya, for this great reminder, because before being a scientist or being an educational leader or being a corporate or board director, we are women and we are actually mom, daughter, sister. So we are the multitasked. So we should use our talents, and we should actually use our talents. Being a multitask, it's an asset, and it's inherited actually, and it's in our genes. Being a scientist working with genes, I'm telling you 99% of our genes based on multitasking. And I can prove it with science with you, and it's another discussion with all of you. So thank you for having me, and please vote for science, vote for women from all nations and from all moves in the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And the women who's supporting other women to be more in science. And here is my pleasure and honor to introduce and call my personal friend, Lebenka Ocharovich. And it's just a joy to be with her and to see her. Lebenka is the chair and director of UK Parliamentary Society for Art, Fashion and Sport, among multiple other things that she does. Welcome, Lebenka.
Oh, thank you, Viola and Olga, for inviting me one more time to be among all of you, people dear to my heart, people that I know for many years, creative women, people that they suppose, and they have to be together in moments like this. I think my message has already been said. Many people have said that already, but 2 weeks ago, I lost a member of my family. And during these times, I think it's extremely important to call other friends, to support other women, especially. In the United Kingdom, they have 123,000 have died of COVID, and many people around have the feeling of lost. Maybe you don't see it, but it's important at this time to give a call, to speak to the people that we know, and to check on them all the time. I think my message overall is to take care of our mental health, to take care of our families, our loved ones, our friends, and never forget to smile and to be positive, because perhaps COVID is not gonna finish. COVID is gonna be around us, but we can survive this. And we have to take matters into actions and to have creativity among all to survive and to thrive in different type of business. And that is my message to you guys.
Thank you, beautiful Lebenka. Beautiful inside out. Thank you so much. And it is my pleasure and honor to call my dearest friend, Irena, a woman that helped so many women, many times in silence, many times nobody will know. And for me, Irena is an icon of the tourism ministry in Cyprus, and I think globally. She is, again, a woman of many hats, and now she's representing the Women Industry and Commerce Chamber of India and Cyprus. Welcome, Irena.
Thank you, Viola. Thank you, Olga, for this amazing celebration. I'm really honored to be part of it. What I should say is that the speakers, all the previous speakers were amazing, but the entertainment was divine. I mean, we need, of course, encouraging speeches all the time and nice words, but we miss so much the entertainment. So your choices were really, really fantastic. So I'm working in the travel industry the last 37 years, and I'm the vice president of Top Kinesis Travel, where 87% of my colleagues are women. Although we're all experiencing a culture shock in the midst of this global pandemic, there were great efforts that supported innovative, creative ways that could maintain the relationship with all the travel stakeholders and the travelers. We saw the most effective social media campaigns promoting safe destinations or safe traveling. The different stakeholders in the tourism field are working more collaboratively and collectively on projects that connect people's needs during COVID and after. These days, more than ever, make travelers looking for safer traveling. Airlines, destinations, resorts, hotels try their best to provide safety through protocol certifications and passports. We also know well, though, that with any challenges come great opportunities. This pause provided the tourism sector a chance to strengthen or enhance its creative tools regarding friendlier environmental traveling like ecotourism, slow tourism, thematic tourism. In Top Kinesis, we are doing creatively acting, doing our stock taking and formulate our strategy, focusing on where we are today, what are our key challenges, our opportunities, our power to influence our travelers. Then we take action, we prioritize our portfolio and implement with metrics, responsibilities, and deliverables. We have continued to come up with niche programs and ideas. We have created some customized packages that we believe will meet different needs in order to start traveling again. COVID era urged us to accelerate a systematic, dynamic business and professional journey towards sustainability, green, and circular economy. Now I'm moving on my personal level. Often I'm told that I live a sort of dizzying life and have what many would regard as a killer schedule. How do I manage? I do a lot in my life and therefore live every moment to its fullest. I consider that life is a great gift and that time is very important, so I take great advantage of both. I love my job and consider it my hobby too. Therefore, I inspire my team, my colleagues and clients to gain experiences together. I always plan my time well, consciously, trying to improve my work and personal habits. Let us all women become more authentic leaders to role models and empower other women. Happy Women's Day.
Thank you very much, Elena. Such a pleasure. And dearest Amina, from Bahrain to here with us, and for a couple of years now, we're together in so many activities. Amina is the founder of Women Around the World and also Stella Polare Enterprises Group. Welcome, Amina, and thank you for being with us. From Bahrain.
Thank you so much, dearest Viola and Olga, for inviting me. I'm so happy to be here. I'm sorry my internet is not the best, but I hope that at least this short few moments it will be working well. Dear precious ladies, it's really amazing to be among you and with you, though online, but we are connected and together celebrating the International Women's Day. My great gratitude goes to our beautiful and amazing Olga, of course, a wonderful woman, and Viola now also joining this great job. Really, I'm so proud of you, both of you. As we are celebrating women who are like beautiful stars shining up there in the sky, I wanted to share a few thoughts to all of us, myself included. Don't be afraid to follow your dreams. Listen to your heart and follow your heart, and happiness will follow. Don't be afraid to do changes. Like me, being 50 plus, I decided to move to Bahrain and start from zero. It's never too late to be happy and successful. There is no age limit. Know that behind every successful woman is she herself. And yeah, this is something I want to always like tell myself and everybody. But also, we are now living in COVID-19 era, and we have had so much time. And I think that this time has proven us that we have to value friends, true friends, colleagues, and close ones. And we should be there for each other and always help each other. And as every woman's success should be an inspiration to another, we are the strongest when we cheer each other on, said Serena Williams. And goodness should surround us and hearts full of love for each other. And wish you all a beautiful spring and be only forward and positively. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And it seems Bahrain must be a beautiful place because it attracts wonderful people from around the world. We were talking with Amina from Finland to Bahrain, and now we will invite our dearest Khawla Al-Haidari. She's from Saudi and she lives in Bahrain. And I want to introduce you, Khawla is the founder of Essence Mastery. She's founder of Essence Mastery and passionate about coaching, mentoring, and she's one of the first lady from Saudi who was in the International Coaching Federation. And the best of it all is that she will be our director in Saudi Arabia. Welcome, Khawla.
Thank you all. I'm honored to be here. And it's a privilege to meet all of you, and hopefully soon we will meet in person. So let me tell a little bit about myself. I'm a founder of Essence Mastery, Itqan al-Jawhar in Arabic, which is mastering your inner gem, your inner beauty, which is what we all wished and desire to be, to enjoy the process of our success moment by moment, stage by stage, phase by phase in our life. And what I do, I work behind the curtains with women leaders, with women entrepreneurs, to guide them, mentor them in each stage in their life, and how I work like as a trampoline for them to come and jump to a higher level. And it's been a pleasure and an honor to be of that for my fellow Saudi girls and men as well. I second Bari'a when she was saying we are here to complete, not compete, so we can just be our own loving, caring, passionate, faithful, joyful selves as women, and support each other, acknowledge each other, and really value our vulnerability, which is our power. So it's training my fellow women to embrace their inner beauty and their inner joy, to create from the chaos, to be naturally creative, resourceful, and whole, as we all are, to just love ourselves and shine and glow and shine the world with our love and glory. So, and I'm also a mother of 3 children, and my largest certification is I've been married for 20 years, and my son is in university. And it's been, and living in 5 different countries all over the world, like adapting to different cultures, different people, and enjoying the process of that as well is my biggest pride, that I with joy try to pass it on to others and empower other women to do the same, to bloom the best in them. Thank you so much, Viola. Thank you, everyone, and looking forward to seeing you all in person soon, inshallah.
And for that, you're going to be representing us beautifully, shining all around Saudi and around with your creativity and love.
Thank
Olga,
you.
To you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Carla. Really look forward to working with you very, very soon. And now I will be introducing to you, many, of course, of you know our special member supporter, one of our ambassadors and director for Georgia for Creative Women, Mako Bashidze, and my very special and personal friend. She's a founder of British Georgian Chamber of Commerce, lady of many talents who comes from a very creative family. But anyway, Mako, please. Thank you so much for all your support for Creative Women.
Dear Olga, dear Viola, thank you so much. That was very inspirational, quite entertaining as well. And I know how difficult it is, you know, in such a limited circumstances to have a ballet and music. So well done, Olga. You are a truly creative person in all aspects. So to be more precise, I'm really honored to be nominated as an ambassador of creative women in Georgia. And I will share what are my plans. So Georgia always had a reputation of being quite prominent, strong women country. We actually at the moment currently have a first female president, Madame Salome Zurabishvili, in the region, which is a huge achievement. Georgia was one of the first countries, actually first countries, 90s, 20s, when females started to vote. So we have it in our blood and genes. And saying that, we have multiple female professional, artistic, and business associations. So I would like to introduce Creative Women Platform to all of these, and potentially we can have another events when everything is over and we will start to live normal life in Georgia. So I would like to invite you all. On a different note, before I go, what I would like to add, apart from, having so many wonderful advices and speeches, I would like to ask all of us to be more connected and pragmatic. So let's help each other and let's be creative in this way. I think, we can do with all this. And being represented in 30 countries, Viola, Olga, that's amazing achievement. So technically speaking, we can pick up the phone if I need something in Dubai, Bahrain, or other countries, Panama even. So I have the friends, I have ambassadors from Creative Women Platforms. Thank you so much. And I'm truly honored, and thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, my dearest Marco. I think we are all already dreaming about our trip to Georgia. The way you described everything, it's just so tempting. And thank you so much for everything what you do. Thank you. And now we are rushing to our next speaker, who came to Cyprus to one of our conferences and stayed close to creative women, exceptional lady, Christina Blacklows. She is an exceptional lawyer, had so many powerful legal positions, and she is on board of so many organizations, and she's a very creative person as well. It's so lovely to have you with us. Please, if you could say a few words before you have to leave. I know you have to leave. Christina.
Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Viola. It's been an incredible experience to be part of Creative Women, and particularly tonight. I'm buzzing with the excitement and the enthusiasm of everybody who has spoken and spoken so beautifully. I guess I have been a lifetime campaigner for women's rights as human rights, and that's been the driving force of my work as a lawyer, which led ultimately to me being the president of the Law Society of England and Wales. And as such, I was able to spearhead some global research. It's the largest ever piece of global research about women in leadership positions. And the bad news is that we found across the world societal and cultural expectations which indicated systemic bias. It wasn't a country, and we actually were involved in 19 countries across the world, and this wasn't a country where women weren't disadvantaged because of that. However, we also really focused on some of the solutions, and I think that's the important thing for us tonight. And I just want to highlight two things. One, which I'm really excited about in a post-COVID world, the ability for women to work much more flexibly and in a much more agile way, this sort of way, which is really liberating, not just for women, but for men as well. And so I'm really excited about how that opens up possibilities for us in a way that was closed before. It opens the world to us. And the second thing I wanted to highlight was the importance of engaging and involving men. This is an issue not for 50% of us, but for 100% of us. And our men need to see that this is their struggle and it's a business issue as much as it is an issue for women. They need to step up to the plate, to be responsible for bringing about gender equality and to be accountable for that. And I just wanted to finish with a couple of quick thoughts, which I've done a lot of events over International Women's Day, and I've heard from some amazing speakers, and a couple of things really touched me about what we all as women leaders need to do. We need to back ourselves still, we need to follow our passions, and we need to surround ourselves by positive people. And what better platform to do that, hey? And finally, and perhaps most importantly, we absolutely need to lift as we climb. We need to take our sisters with us. We must ensure that people are not left behind, and we use our power, and we all have significant power, to ensure that the world is a much better place for the generations that come after us. So thank you for this opportunity. It's wonderful to be with you. I feel inspired and excited, and I really look forward to the next time we can be together. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. It's always a pleasure to hear you. I really miss you all. And it's un honor, it's my honor to introduce now a very important person for us women for many reasons. Because as somebody said before us, we need more women in politics. We need more women also in the field of industry. And here is my dearest Delia Flores. She's from Argentina, and she's in the foreigner trade entrepreneur specialized in customs. She is in the group she's part of the Industrial Chamber of Argentina, and she has done so much more for women in this field. She will tell us about. So take your minute and a half, dear Delia.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Viola. Thank you, Olga. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. Yes, I am from Argentina. I was born in a small city of the interior of Argentina. Since I was a child, I liked to earn my own money and have my saving. It was crucial for me to have a financial autonomy. Around 2001, I participated at the World Congress of Women Entrepreneurs in Glasgow. There, I discovered my great vocation, helping women. In 2009, I founded SEMA, a civil association that supports the development of women entrepreneurs and businesswomen. Nowadays, through my companies in Argentina and Brazil, I'm making my way in a world of men, international cargo, transportation, and logistics. At the beginning, it was not easy for me, but I think and the objectives are clear, the opportunities appear. It's necessary to be persistent. Through GEMA, the Association of Women Entrepreneurs, we train women for their businesses and their internationalization. In this way, bringing to for trade and supporting women. That is why I participate representing my country in the G20 from 2017, and last year it was in Saudi Arabia, in the areas of women in business and trade and investment. I contribute with my experience and in my vision as a businesswoman and transmit everything I learned to my community. As a consequence of the pandemic and as it happens in times of crisis, many women ventures arise as a way of self-employment and also many reinvented women entrepreneurs. I believe that gender.
Delia, I really need, I would listen to you for hours. The connection is going and coming, and we still have so many more friends to have their minutes. So thank you so much for being with us today. I'm going to be with you very soon in another panel this week, and it's a pleasure to be with you here. Thank you.
And we are
Olga, back to you.
Thank you very much. We are sort of trying to rush because there are still few ladies who've been waiting for such a long time to speak. But of course, we would like to welcome Delia at our next webinars and to give you a chance to speak longer. Thank you so much, Delia, also for joining and waiting for such a long time. Before we'll have a few more speakers and before ending soon, we'll have a little surprise and little present for you. And I will introduce to you a beautiful lady, Aphrodite, from the island of Cyprus, island of love, who is going to tell you very, very briefly what you can do yourself, being at home, to make yourself beautiful, to make you look younger and fresher. Aphrodite, please show yourself.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, perfect, perfect. You have 1.5 minutes to explain what we need to become more beautiful and younger.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you for the invitation. Thank you to all these ladies that it's so creative woman. And today I'm gonna show you a few things that we can make to make my face and your face more youthful. At Keep Well, we created unique face wellness method for a natural rejuvenation based on Mediterranean skin nutrition. Face exercise, posture correction, face sculpting massage. So today I will show you few movements that you can do at home as a workout routine if you want to have more fresh, more younger with the natural method. Okay, I will show you some scalp movements that it's very important. You know, in our head we have a muscle that it starts from the back here and cover the scalp and coming in connection with the forehead. So if we don't want to have these wrinkles in forehead, it's not enough to make only exercise at our face. We need to relax this sculpting, this scalp, this muscle, this big muscle. So I will show you some movements that you can do at home. So to have more relaxing. So if it will be this relax, it will relax also the wrinkles that we have in forehead. So we start, the first movement is to take our fingers here at the beginning of the line to push and to make circles. It's very important to feel that the skin is moving. If the skin is not moving, it means that we have a problem. We need to make more exercise. So I will show you how to do it. If you need to feel this, you press and you need to feel that your skin is moving 1 centimeter in front, 1 centimeter back, right and left. So this movement is very nice and very easy. So we press here with all fingers like this, and we make circles, circles on the head. We push and we're going inside. Again, the same things. We repeat this 3-4 times, and after in front and back, and we do the same things. The other movement that we can do is we hold the hair and we pull. We pull back. We hold the hair, yes, and we pull back. And the last one is without fingers. We're going inside like this, and we push like to want to have a ponytail, and we keep this for 30 seconds. We repeat this in our head. And also very, very important, it's the ears. The ears, yes, it's very important because the ears, it's show how is the position of the body and the posture. So we need to massage the ears to make it more soft. So we start on the top like this, and we are going down. few times, you know, we make massage few times like this. Okay, I know that it's a little bit because we are hurry and it's not easy for somebody if
but I'm sure because everyone was very eager to understand how to look more beautiful and younger, will remember. And of course, all beautiful advice and products and special offers from KeepWell, our partner since the beginning. We are going to share with all our members. We'll be emailing them, we'll be sharing on our social media. And thank you very much. If you still have something to finish, Aphrodite.
I have 2 more exercise about the ears. So the second is that we start to make square around the area around the ears. So we start to move like this for a few seconds behind of the ears, on top and down here. So we make this movement for muscles to relax. And the last one is we make like V, our hands, and we start to push up and coming down slowly. We push up and coming down slowly. In the last, this we make 50 times. In the last one, we keep for 5 seconds on this. So this is few things and few secret that we can make at home, like exercise, because all the muscle, it's connected. So it's not enough only to apply one cream and to make some movements. We need to know for all this that it's coming.
So much. Thank you so much. Pity that we have to rush. By the way, if you look in the chat, the offer which was made by KeepWell was mentioned, and I will just announce quickly. If we purchase KeepWell products online and at their studio, you will get online face-well aging consultation for free, advice on exercise, self-massage to sustain youthful face. And if you are in Cyprus, where KeepWell is based, then you can get even much more. You can get a sculpting face massage session at the studio for free. And as I said, we are going to exchange all this information again, so you will all benefit as much as possible. And we are so grateful to you, Aphrodite, and Ina, and Len, and to KeepWell, and we'll keep well with you. Thank you so much. So
thank you very much. Thank you
so much. We have few more ladies before we'll finish. Obviously, the event went for much longer we expected, and thank you for all your patience, please. Now I would like to introduce Tiffany Hart from Germany, another exceptional lady who came to our conference, was our speaker, and thank you so much. Tiffany is another technology genius, lady of achievements too. Please, Tiffany, can you speak to us?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me and inviting me. It's been such a pleasure to listen in to all the amazing women. So Olga and Viola, thank you very much for inviting me. It's quite an honor. I know we have very limited time, so I'll be very quick. I'm originally from Australia. I live in Germany, and I was there in 2017, I think it was, for the Creative Women conference, and that was such an eye-opener for what you guys do and what you guys are creating. So I'm really thankful to be part of this movement and this community. And I'm a tech startup founder and entrepreneur, and I specialize in digital transformation and innovation strategy. And I work for some big brands in Germany, the biggest ones you could imagine. I'm working for those in innovation and communications. And I've lived and breathed this lean startup life for pretty much my whole career. And I believe I'm really passionate about seeing women achieve what they're born to do, and empowered women empower others, and cultivating a community and sisterhood of like-minded women to rise up is really important for me. So by chance, I started a podcast in 2020 called Grow Getters, and it's a future skills platform. So it exists really to help make sure your career and business is future ready, because we really saw that there was a skills gap for women. And yeah, so we have created this podcast, and over this last year, it's become a top 20 podcast around the world. And it is really about empowering women to get out there and see more women at the decision-making table, to see more women crushing it in their careers, and more female-led side hustles and businesses. We really framed the podcast in the beginning to Gen Z and millennials, but we've seen that it's been taken up by a lot of different women from different backgrounds. So we're really happy, and we really believe that every day should be International Women's Day. So every day we need to celebrate ourselves and celebrate each other. And I really thank you for having me here today. And I will hand the baton over to you because I know you have little time.
So much. It's been fantastic and so quick. Thank you so much for being so accommodating and joining us today. And we're going to see much more you in the nearest future. Thank you so much. I would like to introduce you to you, Ladislav, with your assistance, please. I'm sorry we had to make you wait for such a long time. Ladislav, can you?
Okay, can you hear me?
Fantastic, fantastic.
Oh, fantastic.
So good to see you. Thank you so much for your patience.
Ladislav is not needed. All right. Thank you very much, Olga, for inviting me.
Very powerful lady originally from China, who is in a very, very male business job. And please, if you explain very quickly what you do, and thank you so much for your support for Creative Women.
Thank you very much, Olga, for inviting me to celebrate International Women's Day. This is the day not only for commemorating women who made history for our equal rights in the society, showing our respect, appreciation, and support for their hard and remarkable work, but also we need to appreciate those who continue to campaign for gender equality for future generations. As Olga mentioned, that I work in nuclear energy sector, actually. They are very rare, which is the mainly male dominated world. There are very rare women like me in a boardroom. And people often ask me how I managed to slash the glass ceiling to get to the top. I tell them I have soft power, which is very powerful. Actually, I do believe that we women are more powerful by nature than our opposites, because we are born with soft power skills that empower us to get things done gently, kindly, and peacefully, as long as we know how to use this power and when. The world, I believe, will become a much better place everywhere if we women work together intelligently and support each other with our gift of soft power. Actually, there are lots to do. There are so many ways of how to make a difference. Creative Women platform is one of them. I do wish Creative Women platform organization every success and a very bright future. Thank you all, and happy International Women's Day. Hopefully see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
So much. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you again. And we can't wait to have you at our next live event. And thank you so much for your patience as well. Beautifully said. Thank you so much. Frances Segelman, a very, very special lady, creative lady, royal sculptress, who managed to make a sculpture of every single member of the royal family and many celebrities. And truly beautiful person, beautiful from inside, outside, and we love you. And thank you so much for all your support for Creative Women. Please, microphone is yours.
Thank you, Olga. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
What a lovely thing to be part of. It's really inspiring. I can't believe how incredible, unless I came into something like this, I wouldn't believe the people that what you can do. It's just so wonderful. I love Olga. She's just incredible. My work is sculpting all these very famous people in palaces and various places, always for charity, always. Can't, wouldn't do anything unless it was for charity. And I do lots and lots of these things in front of lots and lots of people. I've got some unveilings coming up. I've got Princess Anne, I've sculpted, will be unveiled this coming year, and Countess Sophie Wessex will be unveiled at the Palace this year. And these are for various organizations, such as the Vision Foundation. I'm now the vice president of the Vision Foundation, and I'm very proud to be that. And then there's lots of other unveilings, Sir Carl Jenkins at the Royal Academy of Music, and many, many more. But the most important thing is, it would be lovely to be able to do something with all of you in the future, and to have all of us together and celebrate and do this with lots of charities that we can help. And I just think always being together and doing things with lots of people and helping as much as you can makes you happier. Always, when you're thinking of other people, you feel happier. Thank you, Olga.
Thank you so much, Frances. We really love you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
we'll
you.
be very, very soon. So now I would like to introduce you to Jana Herbst, who was a speaker in the past, came to Cyprus during live conference. Now, these days, it's very important to say online or live conference. Jana, thank you so much for being with us and for your support for Creative Women, another still very young and woman of many achievements in business technology. Please, can you explain what you do and say a few words to us before we'll be finishing shortly?
Yes, I'll be quick. So first of all, thank you so much for inviting, and happy Women's Day, everybody. And it's great to see some familiar faces. So really I've been enjoying that. As I said, my name is Johanna. I come with 15 years experience in management consulting, entrepreneurship, and corporate world. And I've now started going also into coaching, because I have to say, based on my own experience, my vision is to really empower more women to achieve more, maybe on the corporate side, maybe in startup, to really help women to reveal their full potential. Like, I know what it's like if you have imposter syndrome, if you have all those struggles. So I would like to take more women on the journey to make things better. So if anybody is interested and would like to get some coaching, please reach out to me. Our first sessions are free, so there's no risk. So I'm really happy to help more women reach more, and yeah, go women.
Short and sharp. Thank you so much, Jana. We'll be directing everyone to you. And thank you for joining us. Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Miriam Swingley, who is new to Creative Women platform, but became a very, very special person and partner to me. We already joined several boards together with other activities. And I must say, Miriam is an exceptional lady. She's so caring, she is so composed, and she's capable of doing a million things at the same time, and probably keeping much better on time when she's doing online events for sure. Miriam, I will not say any more. My huge admiration, and please say a few words.
Oh, thank you, Olga, so much. You are very, very kind. Yeah, thank you for having me. I feel so honored to be invited to speak in front of such distinguished audience, and I feel a little humbled, to be honest. So, yeah, still I will keep it very short, and yeah, I feel humbled by these very distinguished speeches. So I have my remarks will be more on a personal note, so maybe that's where I can at least contribute a little to this great panel or great group of speakers. So congratulations on Olga on this brilliant event, really, truly brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay, so a few information on my person. I'm a Swiss expatriate. I'm based in Germany. I'm an entrepreneur. Also, I have been working on my PhD in communication science and media research. I hold several positions as the Director of International Relations in non-profit and for-profit organizations. I am also a business advisor in international marketing, communication, and development. And a very special goal in my life, however, is furthering relations with Russia, which in my view is key for sustainable global peace. So that is one of my most important goals. Now, just a few remarks about two very important factors which have had a great impact on my life personally as well as professionally. Just a very few short remarks. I have lived with a serious illness since I was 11 years old. So I had to learn very soon in my life how to survive, how to keep literally walking, how to keep literally moving. I had to learn that I had to take risks, to be prepared, to pay a price in order to reach a certain goal. You either give up or you fight. It is either one or the other. So nobody will fight. You fight for you, especially as a woman. So this makes you strong inevitably. And the other important factor in my life is that I have been working in male-dominated areas of business most of my life, and I admit it is not easy for me to find the right balance between being the very girly girl that I am and still appear strong when dealing with male colleagues or partners. I feel that sometimes I need to decide if I may act in my feminine way, which might be perceived by men as being weak or vulnerable, or shall I adopt a certain male characteristic so that men take me seriously and perceive me as a strong business person. So that is my daily struggle in this area. And last but not least, the fact that I have had to fight an illness almost all my life has made me very strong, and often feel that men are intimidated by that, attracted to. But when it comes push to shove, I think they want to keep their distance. So these are my obviously very subjective remarks about my personal and professional life. And the last point is I wish to make on this occasion, Women's International Day, that however, that success should be the only option for us women. There are so many role models out there, so we can all be successful, and we must never think otherwise. So ladies, thank you very much for having me, for your precious time. And I really feel very humbled to be part of this conference.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. You're really, really amazing woman. Thank you so much for being with us today and for everything what you're doing. Thank you so much. And we'll have a few more before we'll finish. And I know we have to absolutely finish very shortly. It's my great pleasure to introduce to you, I hope, yes, my dearest Lebenka Ocharovich. She's my dearest friend, but I don't think I learned how to pronounce properly her surname. Lebenka is from Montenegro. She's been a very, very special member of Creative Women. She's our ambassador, and she became a director of Creative Women for Montenegro. Lebenka, we are trying to...
Hi, darling.
Yes, okay, fantastic.
Hi.
Well, we have only few moments, so if you could just say a few words to us, and so apologies for making you wait for such a long time. We love you, I love you, Diola loves you, and Creative Women needs you and love you.
I love you, my darling, and I love all these ladies that are here. Don't worry about waiting. I have done lots of things in between. Cook the dinner, went to the shops, and finished other work whilst listening to you. So yeah, no, we can, it's natural to us to multitask. It's not a problem.
Exactly.
So I'm extremely helpful to be here, happy to be here, and I'm very happy to see Olga. It's not very often that we speak and see each other, but we text each other often, and we are in constant communication. I have met Olga, I think maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I straight away fell in love with her. And she's an amazing person. And then I got involved with Creative Women, and I went to the Cyprus in 2018 to attend the conference, and that was an absolutely amazing experience. One of the ladies was saying here that she felt a buzz of energy by being just here on Zoom. But can you just imagine what a buzz you will all have when you are in person with all these positive, empowering women? But we also, what is very important and what I see on my daughter now, we were not like this when we were 15. We were not like this when we were 20. We were not like this when we were 30. Some who are younger than me, you know, they are. But I think the most important thing is that for younger girls and younger generation, especially in this pandemic circumstances, there is a huge crisis on mental health, a huge crisis on anxiety, on depression, and there is lots of young girls who feel suffocated, who feel that they don't see the end of the world. They don't see the way forward. And it is, I think, our own very duty, for all of us who have daughters or who have friends with daughters or any daughters, to show them the way, to show them the way, to show them a way in a soft way. I sometimes can be very harsh and strict because that's what life taught me. So I have to learn to be very, very soft and gentle. It's not easy, but I think the most important message for me is to empower young girls that they need to work on themselves, and they believe in themselves, that they can do everything.
One of the missions of Creative Women, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, darling. We have to move on because we have to close our room very, very shortly, but we love you and appreciate everything what you do for us. And on this note, especially when you touched this mental health issue, it's my great pleasure to introduce Desiree Sadiq. Desiree?
I'm here, listening.
Yes, fantastic.
Attentively.
Desiree, I can't see you. Where are you?
Can you not see me?
Yes,
I can, Desiree. Yes,
fantastic, thank you.
With the white palace.
Yes, with the white.
Yeah, as my backdrop rather than my family room. Yes.
Yes, Desiree, thank you so much for your patience, for waiting for such a long time. You became great support of Creative Women, for which we are so grateful, and we look forward to working with you closely. And of course, you can say more on what just Lebenka touched, because you're a psychotherapist and you work with young people. And please, if you could say a few words about it.
Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Viola. And love to you all. I wanted to say very quickly that there's a special place in heaven for women who support women, as one woman said to me, and I think that's very wonderful. I also feel that the universe rewards action, and action is extremely important, particularly in this case, this Creative Women platform and us all coming to the party today during what's otherwise known as suicide hour, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, for females who are multitasking, dinner, children, high-powered jobs, catastrophes generally, putting out fires. I am a consultant lead clinical psychologist. I specialize in children and adolescents and families, and particularly women. I've mainly worked with women, young women and children for over 40 years in the mental health arena. I run up the biggest service of child psychology in the country. I've got about 300 child psychologists underneath me as part of the NHS, and I work in private practice, and I mainly work in expert witness work with asylum seekers, with family difficulties and the legal edge, everything that involves children, psychology and the law. In my personal life and on another journey, I'm an artist and I make short films and art house films. I'm particularly interested in the inner struggle. So it's a reality, as Christine shared and others have shared, that women are disadvantaged. They don't have the opportunities. They are real life outer limitations. My journey is really about the inner journey, the inner conflict, the way women internalize these experiences. Young girls, at the moment I'm working with a couple of young girls who are actually transcending with respect to gender, and who describe themselves as non-binary and see themselves as sometimes female and sometimes male. And I think it's, in a way, it's just a passing stage for them to understand what their voice is in a very complicated and complex time. In my film work, I also look at inner struggle and the feminine journey. And I just recently did a work called Switch, which was about how the artist experiences the critic and the critical voice within. And I noted to myself that I had to actually literally dress up in a man's clothing, namely Freud. I had to dress as Freud, which I do in the film, in order to find my feminine voice. And that all the things I've ever been taught, I'm now in my 61st year, are really from the position of patriarchy, that often the pronoun is he and not she and not they. And to just even consider the psychoanalytic texts that I grew up on, sorry, I don't know whether I've blocked out, if the psychoanalytic texts, and to even simply change a pronoun in a text is a really powerful experience for me. I'm very interested in the way women perform their inner conflict, how they find the edge of themselves, where they perceive their feminine and then their masculine boundaries. And I'm reminded of our dear ancestral goddesses, the suffragettes, who I feel so strongly about and I think about so often, and how they performed their beliefs. They threw themselves downstairs, they threw themselves in front of carriages, they found ways of being heard, they used their bodies to be heard. Now we have other means, and we have creative platforms, and we have the internet, and we have all sorts of things. But I'm grateful, and I want to be part of this rather than just sort of float around the edges as I have done, because my work has just been overwhelming the last few years. But I would like to get more involved in the future. So thank you all to all of you. And it's wonderful to see Rebecca and other faces, Viola, and you gorgeous person. But rather than have a laugh fest, I'll shut up now. But
well, we'll have you very, very soon. Lots of love and thank you so much. Raluca, dearest, Raluca Anna, can you unmute your microphone? We've challenged you.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Raluca, apologies for such a long wait. Raluca Yana became a director of Creative Women in Cyprus and in Romania, and we are going to work very closely in so many directions, and we are very, very grateful for everything what you're already doing for Creative Women. Can you say a few words before we'll be finishing very shortly?
Sure.
Underestimated.
I have to go into a conference with America anyway, and I'm a bit late, so I will
open your
short.
heart.
First, amazing speeches, well done, ladies. Such beautiful talks and a lot of wisdom. And I would like to say a quote that I really love. When you educate a man, you create a man. When you educate a woman, you educate a generation. Why? Because we create generation as women. We are daughters and sisters and wives and mothers and confidents and leaders and bosses and entrepreneurs. And in my business, as some of you already know, I'm the founder of R7, a business consultancy firm, and the creator of Brandness, your toolkit to greatness. So offering customized workshops and seminars, especially in leadership branding and personal branding. I had the chance to work with a lot of men and women, less women, I might say, even though I have to say that I had the privilege to work with extraordinary women, strong, so powerful. I've seen women rise and go beyond any dreams and any goals. Because when a woman decides that she will conquer, she will conquer. There's a light, there's a power inside that we have as women. It's the driving force of life itself. So being part of such great community like Creative Women, being part as a head for Cyprus and for Romania,
getting more the insights and all this without no borders, no preferences, no religions or background. It's something that I embrace, I cherish, and I'm looking forward to everything that Creative Women holds. Women, rise up. You are amazing, you are powerful, you are enough. And we don't need an International Women's Day. We deserve to celebrate ourselves every single day. I love you all. Greetings from Cyprus. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Olga. Viola, please unmute your microphone because
here I am with eyes a little bit closed. You see?
Our love, you and me, to all these wonderful ladies, and bravo. We've recorded our celebration today, so it's going to be published, and of course those who couldn't join us, they will be able to listen and watch the whole recording. And of course, a few ladies who have been waiting and couldn't speak today, many apologies. We are promising to invite you very, very soon to many online events, and of course very soon live events. We are starting membership scheme very shortly. We relaunched our website, www.creativewomen.co, not com, but co, and we'll keep in touch with you about all upcoming events. Happy International Women's Day again. Thank you so much all for your contribution.
And thank you for the friend who's been with us, with Nina and Janice and all of you. And you are in our life for a long time, and for Desiree and many of you, we will have a longer interview that we can really ask you about your journey more and what you're doing and all the impact that you have in the life of thousands, if not millions of women around the world. So let's our creativity keep up. Let's breathe deeply and gently and just honor the life that we are in this moment sharing. And thank you so much, Olga, again, for creating this platform.
For all your love, support, and dedication, and joining me as a partner. Thank you so much. Lots of love from Creative Women. Seeing you very, very soon.
Amal.
Good love. We're closing now.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Great.
So much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.